Anyways. Generic. Hey guys, you're welcome back to another episode of Smash Talk. So today, friends, we are going to be covering an article. Now, if you guys don't know, I guess this is kind of like a mini series within Talk of the Town, where we talk about like Sakarai articles and stuff, and we're gonna keep doing that, of course. So today's episode, recently this article just dropped, and this article is basically about Sakurai's, I believe it talks mostly about Sakurai's presentation, his E3 presentation, and like I guess like the brainstorming behind it and like the background stuff. Now you guys know I love this kind of stuff. I eat this stuff up, so I'm really excited to see like this kind of stuff, behavior, like what Sakarai does and stuff. So I am super excited, and of course link to the article is going to be linked in the description below. As you can see, this is posted on August 1st 2018, and if all goes well, this should be posted on August 7th 2nd, not 7th, 2nd in 2018. So yep. Also shout outs of course to Nintendo Everything for this wonderful article and translation. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and read this, dog. Let's go ahead and read this. Get right into it. Super Smash Bros. Director Masahiro Sakurai has posted a new column in this week's issue of Famitsu. Sakurai goes in depth on the topic of presentations and discusses how he went about the roughly 20-minute reveal of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at E3. It was more like 25 minutes, but you right. He shares some tidbits as well, including the fact that Digital Frontier worked on CG. The design document for Smash Bros. Ultimate is also 200 pages long. Good God. Here's our full translation of the column. So here we go. Alright, this week's topics is presentations. When you have an idea, you can't implement it without being able to convey it to somebody else, say a partner on the project. You can't just directly connect with somebody through something like telepathy or a cable. I'd say telepathy. No, I'm joking. It's difficult. So to present something is to help people understand your idea. For example, Smash Brothers, particularly before release, is the kind of game that has a dense presentation. The reveal video at E3 was about 20 minutes or so. I wrote the script for it, of course. There really wasn't anything special about its production. Writing the script would eventually boil down to this: write out the video's elements in bullet points, separate everything into segments, write everything out in sentences, edit according to what I wanted to accomplish. To put it simply, I tried to work from larger concepts to smaller ones. After that, the teams in Kyoto and Tokyo worked on their respective parts. We shot the live action segment, and Nintendo took care of the editing. Dog, what a bunch of legends. Alright, in Smash Bros. Case in particular, though that wasn't it, we had to record segments of the characters fighting as well. We wanted to put a lot of work into this part specifically so the viewers would enjoy it. You're right. A CG company called Digital Frontier produced the CG parts themselves though. We couldn't subcontract them to do everything. Of course, I wrote the plot first and would check in every so often after we handed the production off to them. It takes a lot of different people to make a presentation like this come together, you know. Yeah, quite a few. Even for a game director, it's a considerable number of tasks to undertake. Development is pretty serious. Half the role is acting as a producer. You know, to be honest, that is true. A lot of video games, especially like games like Detroit Become Human, if you guys didn't see, because I was watching this video about like shots of Detroit Become Human, and it's basically making like 4 movies in one. It was wild. There were so many different segments and ways you go about it. I mean, video games have come to a point now where like, even the cutscenes are more like movie format, not even counting like cutscenes in the actual game itself, rather than just using polygons. They use like actual people and these green screens and stuff like that, so that actually to get a more natural feel. So I think it's pretty cool. So I'm guessing when he's talking about the production, and like the production and who edited the CG. Obviously, they're talking about the Ridley trailer. I mean, it's oh my god, the trailer was amazing. So I'm happy. But anyways, even still, presentation is essential. Typically, we leave that to the public relations team, and I continue to supervise things here and there. Yet, I found that how we did things this time around worked best. Oh, okay. When it comes to games, though, simply making them isn't just enough. A game's content is publicizing and magnify each other. Even a good game can mean nothing if people don't know about it, Earthbound. To that end, presentation relies on tempo in a way, and can be something in which information trickles out slowly. However, tempo isn't the speed of the presentation either. It takes a lot of time for the presentation to get around to the... oh my... It takes a lot of bit of... oh my... It takes... It takes a bit of time for the presentation to get around to the info. It isn't necessarily a bad thing. The real question is, how do you maintain interest without fans becoming bored? Got a 20-minute thing. I mean, just put Smash in, basically. I think that's something one really has to take into consideration. If a presentation is entertaining and can maintain the viewer's interest, it can be long. But if it isn't those things, it won't be good even if it's short. In Smash Bros. Ultimate's case, the number of game elements directly correlating to the amount of information we had to share. A lot of work went into the game, so of course there were a mountain of things I'd like to have shared, but in the end, I needed to be straightforward and trim off all the unnecessary tidbits. In reality, the number of hours I went into each individual fighter is immeasurable, so there's a level of attachment to all of them. Even so, each character's introduction was only but a few seconds. To that end, I considered what might be interesting to the viewer and balance things out. Yeah, I noticed in the trailer, that he had like some tiny tidbits here and there, like how he had Ike's voice change, and he's like,
the two different versions are even voiced a little differently.
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
I don't give a fuck.
Sakarai probably had like a number, for example, like how Bayonetta, she had her shot sound effects like slightly altered.
Listen closely and you'll hear differences in the sound effects.
And same with Ike's voice. Sakarai probably had a lot more tidbits like that, but was like, do people find this crap interesting? No, let's move on. It's one of those type of things, so, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Sakarai did a good job on that, by the way. For instance, when working on a game's design document, it's best to be as concise as possible, right? That's important. The goal isn't just to reduce the number of sentences, though. It's more about whether it reads easily and is interesting or not. To be honest, Smash Bros. Ultimate's design document is somewhere over 200 pages. Only looking at it, you think, wow, this is pretty dense. But if you read it through, you'll find that each page's heading is only one sentence. There's more on an emphasis on drawings and photos, so you'll be able to get through it pretty quickly. Oh, so it's like a picture book. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. I'm actually, oh man. Yo, who would be interested in buying a freaking Smash Brothers book? Design. I want you to know, if Sakarai made a design document like book or something, I would totally buy that and read that cover to cover. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. I'm weird. I love behind the scenes stuff like this, so it is what it is. During the actual presentation, each fighter had a brief explanation about their abilities, but nothing more than that. During production, I based everyone's instructions off the desire for them to be easy enough to understand that anyone would be able to parrot them back. Presentation is the relationship between tempo and interest. If you ingrain that principle in your head, you'll naturally be able to cut out pointless things. So if you have to make some kind of presentation, check yourself. Damn, Sakarai. Jeez. Well, shucks, that was actually really cool. I like that. So this was really cool, actually. It basically like explained how much work actually went into the presentation. It's not just like a thrown together thing like how some other, trailers and showing off games are usually. Because usually a game is literally the game speaks for itself. But in this case, Smash Ultimate was more spoken by the creator. And I guess it gives it that more personal feel. And I don't know, I think that's really cool, just seeing the creator of a game, which it's kind of rare in this kind of media, like seeing the creator of a game come up, and well, actually no, it's not as rare as I think, actually, because there's some people who still do that, but it's still cool to see the creator come up and talk about these different things. I don't know, it is what it is, man, it is what it is. So that was the article. Tell me what you guys saw in the comments below. I apologize for this being fairly short, but I want to get this out like really soon, and it is 4 in the morning. So I'm trying to have this out today as well. So it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode off here. This episode of this, once again, shout outs to Nintendo everything. Shout outs to Sakarai, of course, of making Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and having all these different things. I love seeing this behind the scenes stuff, man. I don't know what it is about behind the scenes things that gets me like riled. I don't know what it is, but it's just something, dog. It's just something. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. With all that being said, my dudes, new Smash video coming out this weekend. Hopefully, if I can get it out by then, there'll be a new video this weekend. I just want to get this video out because this is a new topic, so it is what it is there. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. That being said, you can put your spatulas there now, but keep it sizzling, my baconators. Peace.
Hakuna Matata.